Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gordon Frayne, and today we're jumping in to talk about altcoin season and when will it kick off. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button as well, and if you want to get notified about similar videos, make sure to smash that bell notification icon, and don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's going to be linked in the description below. Grab it while it's free. It is my gift to you. And let's get into the video. So there are a few key things we can look at and discuss when it comes to altcoin season. And one of the most important factors when it comes to seeing alt really break out is in relation to Bitcoin dominance. And what we've got up here is the Bitcoin dominance chart. And as you can see, we're currently sitting at a Bitcoin dominance percentage of just under 57%. We're sitting at 56.95%. And this dominance level, as you can see over the past number of weeks, we're looking at the daily chart here. Over the past number of weeks, we've continued to see Bitcoin dominance rise even higher from these 54.5% levels all the way up, getting as high as almost 58%. Before retracing and kind of accumulating in this zone here over the past 12 to 14 days. So again, let's zoom out for a moment and look at the weekly chart, because when we look at the weekly chart, we can see just how much of an uptrend Bitcoin's dominance has been on all the way back to the beginning of 2023. We can see a very strong trend here with Bitcoin dominance continuing to the upside, and even in the past month, going even higher from the 54% levels that we were just talking about. And you can see in the aftermath of something like what happened in the first week of August with the unwind of the Japanese yen carry trade, Bitcoin did dip, but we also saw people rotating out of altcoins and hedging with Bitcoin in the crypto space, and the Bitcoin dominance has risen even higher. So one of the key things we look for when we're talking about altcoin season is Bitcoin's dominance breaking down. And as you can see, the last time we saw this happen in a major way was back in the 2020-2021 cycle. And you can see that Bitcoin dominance peaked up here all the way at around 73%. And at the beginning of 2021, we really saw altcoins start to rally. And when we saw altcoins start to rally, we saw Bitcoin dominance begin to break down. So we went from those 73% levels all the way down to this 60% level, where Bitcoin found a bit of support here at around this 60 to 62% level, before breaking down even further and going all the way down to the 40% level by the time we got to May of 2021. And then we saw it kind of chop up and down for the remainder of 2021. We did see Bitcoin put in all-time highs in terms of price in November 2021. So dominance doesn't always have to mean that Bitcoin is putting in new all-time highs from a pricing perspective, but the major trend we're looking for here to signal the beginning of a true altcoin season would be a significant breakdown in Bitcoin dominance. So again, it's very clear to look back and see how that trend played out in 2021 when we saw altcoins like Uniswap's token and PancakeSwap's token really ripping in Q1 of 2021. And that's when we saw Bitcoin dominance really start to break down. And then we saw a true altcoin rally for the majority of that first half of 2021. So since the beginning of 2023, that major trend has changed, and we've seen Bitcoin dominance continue to trend upwards and hold very, very strong. Now, we probably won't see Bitcoin getting back up to the 70% dominance levels that we saw last time around. You know, the likes of other blue chips, Ethereum and Solana, are making up a large part of the overall market cap over the past couple of years, and therefore we won't see Bitcoin getting back up to the 70% levels, but we might see it continue to accumulate in this range before breaking down in a few months' time. You know, if we think about Q1 of 2021, could we be seeing a similar breakdown in Bitcoin dominance by the time we get to Q1 of 2025, which would be around this time period? The other thing we can look at here is the others.d chart, which is the total crypto market cap excluding the top 10 dominant percentage. And as you can see here, looking at the trend, we're looking at the weekly chart here, we can see that the inverse of what happened with Bitcoin is what happened with the others.d dominance chart when we got to Q1 of 2021. So we saw that bottom out in terms of dominance here right at the end of December 2020. And then we saw others' dominance really start to skyrocket here in Q1 as we got all the way into March. We saw that dominance level go from, about 6% all the way up to 16, 17% here. And then, retracing a little bit before going on to make more highs here, getting up as high as 20% by the time we got to the end of 2021. So this is what we're looking for a breakout in. Again, you've seen this downtrend here for the majority of 2024. We did see a nice kick up since the middle of 2023 in terms of others' dominance getting up to this 13% level. Again, we've seen Bitcoin performing pretty well. And when we did see Bitcoin get up and put in all-time highs at 73,000 back at the end of March, we did see others rally as well as they followed suit with Bitcoin. But then as Bitcoin drew down, alts bled even heavier and their dominance declined as a result. But what we're looking at here is a very strong green candle on the weekly time frame, given the market moves that we've seen over the past few days. And if we zoom into a daily chart, you can see here for the past 6-7 days, we've seen a nice trend to the upside with, 7 consecutive green candles here on the others chart. So what this is showing us is that we're seeing a little bit of a reversal in the general downtrend. It's broken out of this channel that it was going downwards in for the past couple of months, and we're seeing a breakout in terms of others' dominance as we move through the end of August here now. So again, what we would want to be seeing is a significant breakout to the upside to really declare that we're moving into a proper altcoin season. The final thing we're going to look at here is the Altcoin Season Index. And again, you can check this out at blockchaincenter.net. But basically what this is explaining to us is that it is not yet altcoin season, given the fact that we've had so much Bitcoin dominance. And if we look at the monthly, we can see that it's getting closer to an altcoin month than a Bitcoin month, but still not quite there. And if we look at the yearly, again, Bitcoin has outperformed the majority of alts over the past year time period. So if we look at the monthly and then go down to the top 50 performers over the past month, you can see that Bitcoin is down 5.6% over the past month. We've had some outperformers in terms of alts, given we've got Aave and Sui up 44% and 31% respectively. And we can see here that, a lot of the meme coins have underperformed over the past month. They're down about 22%, with Pepe, Bonk, and Whiff in the mix here at the end of the table for the top 50 performers over the past month. And again, this gauge basically tells us that Bitcoin in general has outperformed the majority of alts over the past period of 1 month. And if we zoom out to a yearly time frame, once again, you can see here that Bitcoin is up 137% over the past 12 months. And yes, there is obviously going to be some altcoins that are outliers that have significantly outperformed Bitcoin. In this case, we've got the meme coins leading the charge like Pepe and Floki, but Solana itself is up 631% in the past year as well. Fetch is up almost 500%. Ton is up 400%. Caspa is up 333%. And Near is also up over 300% as well. So yes, there are going to be altcoins that do significantly outperform Bitcoin during certain periods, but you can see that Bitcoin has outperformed a number of other alts and other layer 1 chains like ICP. We've got Bitcoin outperforming Link over the past year. Bitcoin has also outperformed Sui, Ethereum, Algorand, Uniswap, Cardano, Filecoin, Monero, Ripple, etc. So Bitcoin is outperforming, a significant amount of the top 50 tokens over the past 1 year time frame. So again, what we would be looking at here to declare a full-blown altcoin season would be Bitcoin's performance being outshadowed by the performance of pretty much every other altcoin. So we're not seeing that just yet. We're not seeing a breakdown in Bitcoin dominance. We're seeing that trend continue for Bitcoin dominance to the upside here. It's not showing a concrete sign of breaking down just yet. Others is beginning to break out, as we can see in the chart here, but we do need to see this move considerably further to the upside. You can see just how far it is away from the 200-day moving average. We'd really want to see it get back up to that 200-day moving average and break beyond it, just like you can see here, what we did in 2023 with it breaking up and out here. If we zoom back out to the monthly chart, we can see, we want to see it moving back up towards the 200-day moving average and really breaking out of it. If we go back to 2021, you can see that we broke out above the 200-day moving average by the time we got to January of 2021, and we moved significantly higher and above, well above that 200-day moving average before coming down to kind of bounce off it and go once again. So that's what we're looking to see to really declare a true altcoin season. We're not there quite yet. It could be another few months before we get there, but always keep an eye on this Bitcoin dominance chart and keep an eye on the others.d and check out the Altcoin Season Index over at blockchaincenter.net to keep an eye on everything to do with Altcoin Season. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to get notified, smash that bell notification icon. And again, don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin on your way out. It is my gift to you. Grab it while it's free. It is linked down in the description. Grab it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.